You guys good?
Yeah.
Alex, how's been adjusting in Tempe, adjusting to ASU so far?
Yeah, it's been hot. I will say. I know I was in Vegas last year. There's like wind there, but here it's a different animal for sure. I mean, we don't get hundreds in Vegas, so it's definitely adjusting to the heat. But no, it's been awesome. It's been fun. So.
What's kind of been the relationship with the team, getting to know a lot of the new guys? Obviously, you come here with Dean, and having a guy you kind of mentioned you guys are close.
Yeah, no, it's been great. The team has definitely welcomed us with open arms. It's obviously easy bringing Dean along with the ride, but yeah, the team's been great. It feels like I've been here for 3 years. That's kind of how it is. It's big on culture. So yeah, it's been awesome.
A few guys have already mentioned previously that Jeremy was kind of a big reason for coming here. Willie was a big reason for them coming here. Mm-hmm. What was kind of your reason for coming to ASU?
I'd say the same thing. I mean, Jeremy's definitely a big reason for me coming here. I know, obviously with his background, he actually played with my dad, so that was a big thing too. But just I think the winning culture was big on me. Plus ASU's kind of been my dream school since high school, so it all kind of worked out.
I think kind of getting to know Jeremy and Willie so far, what are some of the things that stand out to you?
I think with Jeremy, the thing that stands out is he's like a perfect balance. I've had different coaches that are more statistics based or more metrics based, and then other coaches that are more personal, they care less about metrics. I feel like with him, it's perfect balance. He'll get to know you, and then he'll help you with pitching too. It's it's a double-edged sword. But yeah, and then with Willie, it's been just getting to know him, just getting to know what it takes to get to the big leagues, what it takes to win, because he's been there before. So yeah, I would say both of them have been really helpful. So
have you talked about experience? Have you kind of picked those guys' brains about their experience and their time?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Just, talking to Jeremy about who's the toughest hitter when he played, stuff like that, or what pitches to throw to which hitters, how to read swings, other things like that. So picking their brains as far as that, yeah, 100%.
And then I know it's still kind of early, but is there anything that through those two guys that you've kind of learned about yourself so far?
Cutters to lefties. Didn't throw cutters to the lefties last year. Jeremy was telling me that that's actually a pitch we want to throw, because it goes into the spot we want them to throw. We wanted to go not into their barrel, but into the jam shot, stuff like that. So I think that's probably the biggest thing. And
then kind of through that, are there any kind of key aspects in your game that you're trying to improve or at least maybe implement into the new year?
Yeah. For a while, I've been a big supinator, which is just fastball, slider, cutters type things. Not a big proninator, which is changeup, sinkers, and stuff like that. So working with Jeremy on a changeup, I feel like that could definitely improve my arsenal for sure. And he's helped me entirely on that. I credit all of my changeup to him, so that's been helpful.
What does that kind of unlock within your game, having that variety in pitch selection?
I think just getting hitters off the fastball. Obviously, I've been blessed with velocity, but 95 means nothing if they know it's coming. So that changeup is going to help with getting them off the fastball, and then it opens up the slider and the cutter too. So yeah.
And then a lot of the key veterans on this team are Josh and Cole and Wyatt. What have you kind of learned about those guys so far?
Oh, a bunch of, especially about ASU. I kind of wanted to get to know culture, tradition, coaches too, and they've been super helpful. Whether it's pitch design or having feel, I guess, within the team, they've been super helpful for me.
And then obviously the culture. I mean, there are so many accomplishments up there that stand out every day. I mean, what have you learned about the culture and kind of what those guys are trying to implement and being a tournament team and being a consistent winning team?
Yeah, I mean, you can see there's a bunch of draft guys. This is a big league program, and so I think the culture is big here. It means nothing if you're blessed with talent and you're not a good team. You know what I'm saying? So I think everybody's got to be on board. Everybody's got to have the same goal. So and I think we all have that. So it's been nice.
Obviously, looking outside, looking in, I mean, there were 9 guys taken in the first 10 rounds. You kind of mentioned that. I mean, when you look at that, does that kind of tell you all you need to know about a program?
100%, yeah. That and the national championships. Like I said a million times, I've come here to win. I like to win, and it's literally in their culture to win national championships. Draft is cool and all, but I think I said this last time. If the further you go, the more looks you get. So if we keep winning, I think that the draft will take care of itself. So, yeah.
And so far within scrimmages, how have you kind of seen how you worked in, and how's the opposing hitters? How's the scrimmages been so far?
They've been awesome. I mean, we've got a talented group for sure. We've got a lot to work on, but from what I've seen, like, I'm really impressed with the hitters, really impressed with the pitchers. So yeah, I'm excited for this year.
I guess a fellow guy in the pitching staff, I kind of asked Wyatt about some of the opposing hitters, but do you have any fellow pitchers that you've kind of seen and been surprised by so far?
Fellow pitchers I've been surprised by. Klex impressed me. Veteran guy, I've kind of picked his brain a bunch of times. Carlone too. You know, I think me and him are similar as far as like hard throwing arm with a like slider. So I'd say those two guys have really impressed me.
You had a brief stint over in the Cape. How was that experience for the short
It was
time
awesome,
you were there?
man. I know Easton was talking about it a little bit. It was cool. It was, like you said, they're the best hitters, you know, in the nation, and even the world too. You get guys from Australia and, you know, stuff like that. But more than that, it's the Cape. Like it's a one-on-one experience. It's really cool. The food's there is great. I had a great host family, so it's been awesome.
And then kind of looking into the year, looking at the schedule, there's 5 SEC matchups all kind of in a row. But when you go and play in the Cape and you've already kind of faced a lot of those guys, is there an extra confidence that maybe some of you guys bring? Because there were so many pitchers that got out there and got to throw a lot of those SEC guys.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think when you go to the Cape and you start facing those good hitters, it's like it gives you 100% of confidence that you can, you know, battle with those guys. You know, obviously the SEC is daunting for sure, but knowing that you face those type of hitters, it gives that little edge for sure. So yeah.
Are there some goals and things to work on for the pitching staff this fall?
The whole pitching staff? Say just fill up the zone. Trust our defense. We got like a solid defense out there. You know, I think trusting your stuff too. You know, all of us have good stuff. So it's just, you know, pitching a contact and trusting. I think trust is huge in your stuff. So yeah.